everyone. Today we're gonna learn some number and units from this scene.
たかがブロック1本。たかが25点中の1点。たかがブロック1本。
Takaga means just or only. Adverb. Block. It's Japanese English, meaning blocking. And ippon. Pon is a unit to count a shot in sports. Like football, baseball, volleyball, rugby, basketball, any kind of foreign origin sports, when we count points, we use 10. But Japan, China, Korean origin martial arts like judo, kendo, we use pon, hon, bon. The way you'll be reading this kanji will be different, depends on the number before. Here they're saying pon. In this case, it's not point, more like a shot. Let's say in basketball game, when you do free throw, we count like 1本, 2本, 3本. As an audience, if you want to yell like one more shot or one more point to the shooter, you say like もう1本, もう1本. More means another. In Haikyu, I think the audience or the bench warmers yelling this word a lot. Not only baseball, in soccer, for the penalty kick or corner kick, or in baseball, when we count a home run or hit, we use home. But when you mention points, we use 10. For example, 月島がブロックで1本止めて、烏野の得点が25点になった。月島がブロックで1本止めて、烏野の得点が25点になった。止める stop 得点 score. Tsukishima stopped one shot with his blocking and Karasuno's score is now 25 points. In this case, I don't say you shouldn't use 1点 instead of 1本. You can still use it, but sounds tiny bit weird, but still acceptable. But for sure you cannot replace this 25点 with 25本。
たかが25点中の1点。
25点 25 points. 10 is point. As you know by now, this is one of the annoying part of Japanese. Each thing has its own unit. But before we talked about units, let's talk about number first. Let's count from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 0 is English, but we also use 0. Or sometimes we use 0. For 4, we also say 4. And for 7, we also say 7. And you want to count more than 10? It's easy. You can just 10 plus other number. For example, 11, 10 plus 1. So 11. 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, or 14, 17, 17, or 17. And more than 20, you say number, 10, and number. For example, 20, 2 plus 10. So 2 plus 10. 20. 21, 2 plus 10 plus 1. So 21. 21. 30, 30. 40, 40. In this case, we don't say 40, except the specific situation. Some people say 40 when they say their age. And 70 say 70, not 70. Even when they say their age, I don't think people use 70. 70 is correct. 100, 100, 101, 101, 121, 121, 200, 200, 400, 400, 1000, 1000. 400 and 1000, you don't have to say 1, just 100 and 1000. 10,000, 1,000,000, 1,000,000, and 100,000, 10,000,000. Think like 10 plus 1,000,000, but we don't say 1, just use 1,000 as unit, 10,000,000. And this, we think like 100 plus 1,000,000, so 100,000,000, 100,000,000. And next one, 1,000 plus 1,000,000. In this case, we put 1 before, so 1,000,000, 1,000,000. And next one, we say 1,000,000. There's another units to big number, but I think oku is enough for now. Okay, one question. How do you say this number? By the way, when we say each numerical position from right side, we say 1の位、10の位、100の位、1000の位、万の位、10万の位、100万の位、1000万の位、億の位、10億の位。For example, if someone asks, what is 100万の位? In this case, you can say 8, 8. What about 億の位? 5, 5. In the international standard, people use comma every 3 numbers. When we write the number, we also use this comma every 3 numbers. But when we read, maybe it's easier to think like this. Slash every 4 numbers. And repeating 1, 10, 100, 1000, 1, 10, 100, 1000. And this 5, 億の位, and 0, 万の位, 億 and 万. You can think them as a unit. So from the left side, 65, 6 plus 10 plus 5, 65 plus unit, 65億. And next, 9,830, you say 9,830, and 0, we don't have to say, just skip it, and unit, 万. 9,830万. And 6,573, 6,573. In total, 65億9,830万6,573. By the way, when I say 100, I said 800, not 800. You have to change to pod sound. 800. You have to be careful about these numbers. In 100の位, you have to be careful 6 and 8, not 600, 600, 800, 600万, 800万. In 1000の位, not 8000, you say 8000, 8000. And 1000万の位, 1000万, 1000万, 8000万, 8000万. For the last, how about this number? Zero part, you can just skip it. So, 950億3047万2601. 950億3047万2601. Okay, I hope you got it. And let me go back to difference between 4 and 4 and 7 and 7. When you count from small number, you can use either way. 4, 4, 7, 7. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even you can mix up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. But count from bigger number, people tend to use 7 and 4. For example, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We don't say 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Always 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then which one do we use when we tell the phone number to other people? This is my experience. Other people might think different way, but for me, I use 7 and 4. For example, when I say this, 390754338, I don't say 390754338. For me, 4 or 7 is more sound clear than the 4 or 7. I don't say this is 100% correct. Some people sure use 7 or 4 for sure, but in majority I think people use 4 and 7. I don't want to make you confused more than this, but we Japanese sometimes count number by 2, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Again, the pronunciation is a little bit different. People say it with rhythm. We say 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 8. We use only up to 10. When you want to count more than 10, it will be like 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 20, 2, 4, 8, 30, something like that. Rhythm and the intonation might be different depends on the area where you live. Okay, now we know the number, so let's go back to units. 1本 25 点. These are the units for short and point. Unfortunately, there are more units. Here the list. They are not everything, it's just part of it. More unknown thing is like 100, 100, 1000, 1000. Depending on the unit, the number's pronunciation is also changed. And what is more, the unit's pronunciation is also changed. Let's start with unchangeable units. 枚 枚. When you count something flat like paper, you use these units. 1枚 10枚 100枚. 名 名. Count people in business. Like when the restaurant asks you how many of you for the reservation, they use 名 1名 3名 6名. 台 台. This kanji itself means stage. So this is used for pedestals and carriages, but now mainly used to count cars. 1台 9台 13台. 尾 This kanji means tail, but we use it to count fish. 1尾 5尾 8尾. It's not fish, but in Naruto, those units are used as a name for biju, 9尾 9 tails, 9尾. 部 部. This means copy, a set of some papers, or the section of the play or event, like 1部 2部 3部. And these units start with K. こ ko. One of the most general units to count inorganic tangible thing. If you don't know what to use to count things, you can just go with it. Even it's not correct, but it's okay. 客 客. Use this to count things with legs, like table or chair. For these units, when you say 1, 6, 8, 10, 100, you have to be careful the pronunciation. Other than that, you can just say 2個 3個 4脚 5脚. No need to change anything. But when you say 1, 1 個一脚 6 6個六脚 8 8個八脚10個10脚100個100脚 You have to change to port sound. Some units starting with K sound, you have to change number part too. Let me just call this group as K+. 株 株 Use these units to count young plant or stock. 組 組 When you count something pair, use this. Like a couple, partners, husband and wife. Not only human, you can use it for earrings, gloves, like something paired. In this case, you have to be careful 1 and 2. 一株二株一組二組 But when you mean it as a classroom number, you say 一組二組 Kumi is start with K, so it's supposed to be 一組 And some people use it, but majority use 一組 I'm sorry I cannot explain well, but it's just what it is. Okay, let me go back to K plus group. When you count 6, 8, 10, 100, you also have to be careful. 6株6株8株8株 I think both are accepted, but 10 we say 10株10株 and 100 100株100株 Change to port sound. For 組6組 not 6組 For 8 we say 8組 Some people might say 8組10組 and 100組 And the units start with H 本 In the scene they use pon, but the original pronunciation is 本 I say you can use this to count short, but mainly when you count something long like stick, bottle, beam, pen, we use 本 And 引き Small animals or insects, something alive, but not for birds. I said for fish, you should use B, but you can also use this 引き And for this age group, when you count 1, you have to change the pronunciation of the numbers and also the units. For example, 一本 一本 You don't say 一本一本一本 一本 is the right one. For 引き also say 一匹一匹 For 10, same as 1. 10本10本10匹10匹 For 3, 6, 8, 100, some people use as it is, like 3本6本8本100本3匹6匹8匹100匹 But the majority people use 3本 B sound 3本3匹 And for 6, 8, 100, people use stop sound and change to P 6本6匹8本8匹100本100匹 Like that. And the next is S group. The units start with S sound. 冊 冊 This is for books. And 歳 歳 This is age. In this group, 1, 8, 10, you have to use stop sound. 一冊一冊1歳1歳8冊8冊8歳8歳10冊10冊10歳10歳 And there's S plus group, like a K plus. The way of saying 1 and 2 is different. 品品 When you count dishes, you use 品一品 2品. In dictionary wise, 3品 is correct, but I think many people just say 3品. 3品. And for 8 and 10, you just use stop sound like 8品. 8品. 10品. 10品. This is T group. Tai. Tai. When you count statue, robot, doll, dead body, you use tai. And 2, mainly used for letters, not only paper letters, we use for email too. To. To. Big animal like horse, cow, elephant, whales, we use to. You can use hiki, but to is more suitable. For this T group, you have to be careful. 1, 8, 10. 1体、8体、10体、1通、8通、10通、1頭、8頭、10頭。T plus group, 玉、玉。You use this for sphere-shaped vegetables or fruits like onion, cabbage, melon. 束、束。A bundle like wheat, rice, straw, or a bundle of bills. In this T group, you say 一玉、一束、二玉、二束。Some people might say 三玉、三束, but the majority say 三玉、三束. For 8 and 10, use the stop sound. 八玉、八束、10玉、10束. For 8, some people might say 八玉、八束. I think this is acceptable too. And next 3, these are irregular. You just have to remember as it is. わ、わ. You use this when you count birds, but there's just one exceptional. For rabbits, even though it's not birds, it's mammals, we use this わ. Some people might use hiki, but it's wrong. It doesn't make sense, but all people thought rabbits fly like a bird, so they started using わ. For this unit, you have to be careful 3 and 10. 3羽 or 3羽 10羽 or 10羽 or 10羽. Next, つ. This doesn't belong to T group. Like こ, you can use つ to count something in organic, tangible lumps, not flat or stick shapes. Also, instead of 歳, you can use this to say age. But thing is, you cannot use this more than 11, just only 1 to 10. 一つ、二つ、三つ、四つ、五つ、六つ、七つ、八つ、九つ、十。Now when we count something, we say 1, 2, 3, 4. But old days, people were counting number like he, who, me, yo, it's, mu, na, ya, 9つ, to. And now we are still using with 2 and still count number like 1つ、2つ、3つ、4つ、5つ、6つ、7つ、8つ、9つ、to. Next, 人 人 to count people. Not like may. When you count people, generally we use this 人. But this is irregular too. 一人、二人、三人、四人。For 7, 7人、7人 is also okay. And for 1 and 2 person, we use り. But 11 and 12, we say 11人、12人. I think that's it for now. As I said, this is a part of it, not all. And also depends on the area or the generation, people might pronounce different way. It will be fun to check the other units in Google when you have a time. When you find new units other than this, please share in the comment section. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned some from this video. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in the next one.